first of all, I think it's been an amazing experience. I think we've heard a lot, so much from the ambassador of Rwanda in Singapore, in Hong Kong, about how wonderful the country is. But I think seeing is believing, and since we are here, I think we have nothing short of breathtaking in terms of the organization of the event, the cleanliness of the country, and also the energy in the room every time that we talk about anything that is happening in Africa. And in many ways, Africa is way ahead of the curve already without even people noticing it. So I can give you just one very simple statistics. In the world has about close to 1 billion digital payment wallets, and many people don't realize that almost 60% of them are in Africa. And in this aspect, Africa is way ahead of everybody else. Actually, Raffles Family Office is a Pan-Asia multi-family office. All our offices are dual headquarters, first of all in Hong Kong and Singapore, and we do have office in Beijing, Shanghai, Taipei, and Bangkok as well. So as you can see, most of our family that we serve are Asians, and then we are based mostly in Asia. However, if you look at the asset class that we manage and invest to, it basically categorized into two different categories: the traditional and the alternative. Traditional, there are 4 pillars: equity, fixed income, structured products, and foreign forex, FX. And then the alternative side, you have private equity, digital asset, real estate, and insurance. So private equity is actually really just one of the 8 pillars in our investment universe in Raffles Family Office. It depends on whether you're talking about investment return or being a custody jurisdictions, right? Either way, I think there are common factors. For example, stability, right? So it doesn't matter whether the family office is looking to custodize in that jurisdiction or invest in the jurisdiction or region. One of the key factors they look at is stability in terms of politics, in terms of economic stability. Obviously, there are certain things that you can do, but also there are certain things that you don't have to do because the mega trend is here. One of the things that I keep bringing up is by 2050, close to 30% of the world's population will be African, and they will be the youngest among everybody else as compared to the Europeans, compared to the Asians, compared to the Americans, right? So African is going to be youngest and fastest growing, and they're going to be the highest earning power, the most willing to spend. I think that these are the trends that are happening with or without us interfering, right? So I think these are the things that mega trend is in Africa's favor. And as for the policies, stabilities the government can do, and people tend to forget Africa is a continent. It's a continent of 54 countries, 1.5 billion population. It's going to be 2.5 billion by 2050, right? Asia is also a big continent. So there's always going to be country that is doing better in certain area or country that is not doing so well in certain area, right? So I think we got to understand, like, you cannot take Africa as one, but we have to take country by country, and there will be country that are very strong in certain things. For example, Rwanda is definitely, I think, is on course to be potentially the wealth management hub and the family office hub of Africa. And this is due to its geographical location, the government support, strong leadership, and of course, I think it's really about the spirits and the energy in this place that I think is unmatched. Yeah. I don't think the word natural resources, gas, oil, none of that was really brought up in a lot of conversation. It's all about fintech. It's all about inclusion, right? But I mean, there are still about 450 million population in Africa that is unbanked or underbanked, right? So I think to serve these 450 million, if you go by the traditional way, is going to take a long time, right? However, if you leverage on technology, fintech, I think that can be done a lot faster. And I think that the key thing here is really inclusion is not an option. It's a necessity and it's a must. So I think that I think Africa is definitely on the right track. I come from Hong Kong, right, and I spent half my life in Singapore. And as you can see, it's very similar to Rwanda. Small country, we don't have much resources except human capital. I think the key is obviously is to develop human capital talent, right? So, and I'm a big advocate for talent. And first of all, I really think that this is more sustainable. It's a sure win in many ways. That once you have the right talent, that people are contributing to whichever industry that you're developing. You cannot not do it without talent, right? And in Rwanda, I think I still haven't figured out what's the magic sauce, right? But I can sense the people, everybody from top to bottom, are very energetic and passionate about the country, and also the government organizations, they are able to attract top talent. Rwandans that are working overseas back to the country, and I think that is something that's amazing. And even today, I can only be jealous about this happening. Without any bias or influence of amount of friends I have in Rwanda, I would have to say Kigali, right? I think the moment I land, the friendliness of the people, the cleanliness of the street, and when then I meet the policymaker, the key stakeholders, the regulators, the government representative, I think it is really buzzing, and everyone is really going for trying to build Rwanda as an established financial hub. And one of the key elements is stability. And yes, it's got a hard history, but I think if you look at what happened in the past 2 decades, I think Rwanda has done a tremendous job. And then going forward with the right leadership, I don't see anywhere, except here, really.